Here is this, Mr. Ismail, you say so much. What makes you so sure after I buy, prices start to come down? And I got it, and I got the hit. So I'm telling you, how do you look at a property? By region first. It's important to look by region. Because I cannot say property prices across the island, because different region. And so what I've done here is, if you buy a build-to-order flat, build-to-order flat means direct from HDB per square foot. We are only interested about per square foot at entry level. We don't talk about quantum, because per square foot is how people will pay and the valuer will value in the future. So if a public housing is about $250 per square foot, the resale market, let's say, how did I come up with 250? You're a 4-bedroom in one Punggol, Sengkang. If you want to buy a BTO, in fact, it's close to 300,000. 250 is really very low price. Okay? Resale, if you want to buy a 4-bedroom resale, it's about 400,000 in the most remote area. You know, in Red Hill, 4-room is how much? 800,000, 760, 780. Some at Clementi next to the MRT, people ask 900,000. So that is the resale, same 4-room I'm referring to. But I never put a high amount. I'm just in fact putting the, if you take a Tampines 4-room, and Tampines I'm talking about 25 years, will be 400,000. Okay, so I'm just giving you the understanding of per square foot. DBSS, the government scrapped already, no more. Design, build, sell scheme. Design, build, sell scheme is basically HDB, built by private developer, but come with fittings and aircon and whatever. So it's moving, yeah. But now government realized not so exciting demand, so they have stopped. Next is executive condominiums. You know EC. ECs, my friend, no-brainer. If you're a young couple, I don't want to say beg, borrow or steal. This is not right. Follow the right values. But buy. But you can beg what? Begging is, I mean, beg your in-laws and parents. Don't go outside and go beg lah. Yeah. So, but if you miss that EC, is a big opportunity you have missed out. My honest opinion. This whole year, there is only one EC. I mean development. Anybody can tell me that River Cove, how many units? 500 or 700? 620. Okay? 628. Okay. So this year, for this whole year, EC, other than the leftover supply of probably a 100, there's only one launch. No more. Because no more land. This is the last land. But there will be 3 other sites will come on board for the developer to bid. But they will only launch in 2019. Because there's a requirement for EC, is a very special condition. The developer who successfully bid can only launch 15 months later. For private property, there's no condition. There is a condition. Therefore, the next EC will only come next year, June. So this year, there's only one. The last EC, 100 Palms, was launched a couple of months ago last year. I think 500-600 units as well. How many days they took to clear all the stock? 7 hours. 7 hours. It was such a huge crowd and demand, and you have to be balloted. And let me tell you, some of the clients break down and cry because they cannot wait. No, honest truth. Because you see, if you want to buy a house, is it an immediate decision? How many times you would have thought about it, you dream about it, you have spoken to the banker, you make sure your funds are ready to stand by because you like the location, you have been moving around, you driving around, maybe you take the whatever yellow color bicycle and checking it out and so on, your sweat, your thing, hoping you will get. And then you go there under ballot, you never get. And then you know next whole year don't have. What do? The only thing you can do is cry. Okay? But may not be that bad. I mean, obviously, if you really still want that, you cannot get, but you have to look elsewhere and move on the journey. But why do we say that the ECs are of a premium for a lot of Singaporeans? But let me tell you, I don't want to stress so much on EC because I think looking at the profile of many of y'all, I think 60% don't qualify. Because there's an income ceiling of 14,000. If you exceed 14,000, you cannot buy an EC. Okay? ECs are executive condominium. It's a privilege for Singaporeans only. And it is subsidized. Therefore, just now I was telling you, all the new mass market condo here, we are talking about here, all 1,003 to 1,006, EC is only going at 800 to 830. But let me tell you, it will hit the 900 for the next one because of the huge demand. But even if you pay 900, people here pay 1,000, 3,000 for, you are buying at $400 discounted price. Because 5 years later, the EC is same as a private condo. Swimming pool, clubhouse facilities. Therefore, anybody who buy this at even $900, let's say somebody buy a mass market condo at 1,400. 5 years later, sell at 1,005. Only $100 more after 5 years. You buy at 900. You sell at 1,004, 1,005. How much you make per square foot? $500-600. And then you buy 1,000 square foot times $500, you make $500,000 profit. So now you see why people cry? Sometimes it's not the location, thinking of 500,000 they lost. Okay, no, I'm just joking, But as I exactly said, the minister at the parliament has already said, ECs as an analogy. Because some of the member of parliament were saying, why is the government continuing to subsidize executive properties using taxpayers' money for these people to have fun in the swimming pool? We should stop. I mean, it was debated in the parliament. Then the Minister for National Development, Mr. Kaur, said no, it's a valid scheme, but it's only for Singaporeans. Because aspiration of Singaporeans must be met. Because not everybody can afford a private property, and neither could. They are stuck in between. So the government will allow. And the analogy he gave was, it is like selling a Lexus at the price of Toyota. And after some time, the owners will know their property is worth more than the Lexus, as an analogy he was just giving. But he made it very clear, it's a Singaporean privilege. That's why I really think there is a huge upside. And I think the River Cove, the last one, we are also the marketing agent for this year, and it's expected probably after Chinese New Year. Not only you, your friends, your loved one, whoever, you better ask them to go and speak to our salespeople. Hopefully, they will be successful in that bid. Okay, then this is a mass market condo. Again, what I'm trying to say is you look at the thing 15, 16, 17, and 18. How the market has started to move. You see, people used to buy between 1,001 to 1,003. I told you Park Rivera was 1,002. But this year, most of the OCR will be 1,003 to 1,006. And that goes to the rest of the core central region. We are talking about the art. In fact, right now, there are some good opportunities for you to honestly to go out and take a look. Believe me. If you say the enclave at Holland, because it's in a freehold small development, it is very rightly priced. Worth looking. Because the developer bought the land much earlier. So that is rightly priced. Then if you want to talk about, let's say, Kandi's residence. But some of you may think it is such a very remote place. But sometimes remote place is quieter, is better. Because you don't, but it is not as remote as you think. We are talking about Sembawang. And we are talking about 1,300 plus minus per square foot. But you know, moving forward, 1,003 is the starting price. So, on the other hand, Kandi's residence, it is not overpriced. Then you look at some really good value. If you really want to go and buy Atra. Where is Atra? Red Hill MRT. Almost attached to Red Hill MRT. Yep. Then next, Martin Modern. If you want a little bit more pricier, yet rightly priced. Less than 2,005 plus minus depending on the unit and the sizes. Martin Modern. Then you have James Residence, which is here, Toa Payoh. And then we have got Margaret Wheel, which is another new lot. So what I'm just trying to highlight is, if you're really serious about it, go and sit down and work out your plans. And then your indication will be, if you are paying anything midway point between these, you don't need to worry. In other words, what I'm trying to say here is this: if you go and buy a mass market condo, if you're paying anything between 141450 for 2018, no need to regret at all. Because in time to come, let's say 5 years down the road, all of us will make money. Or it will appreciate in tandem with performance of the economy and so on. Why I say that here is, if you say, no, I want to wait now to go back to 1.7 pricing, this is overpriced, I will only buy at 1,002 for a mass market condo, let me tell you, it will not happen. Why will it not happen? If you want this to come down to 1,002, then the EC price must come down to 750 to 780. Then if that come down, then the resale HDB price must come down. So will the BTO flat. So that's how I say here is this: the market momentum builds, and look at the next 18 months supply of all the en bloc. The developers have already locked in all the purchase price. So with this better understanding, then you can make your decision. And this is just to let you know, on the 4th January, the journalists went around to go and ask, what are you expecting the price forecast for this year? And Jones Lang, Colliers, these are international company, and then some research arms like Cushman, Wakefield, Savills. People are from Savills, I think is really bullish, 12 to 15%, but generally those are conservative, also say 3 to 4%. On average, even whichever way you take also, you take the average also will be 5 to 6 to 7%. Almost every